strap in because this one is rough. Yeah, this is gross.
I'm aware of some details of this, and it's yucky.
That's something like a toddler says when they don't want to eat, like if they have like squash on their plate.
It's also something an adult says about a gruesome, gruesome murder.
I guess so. Let's get into it.
On Tuesday morning at approximately 8 a.m., science teacher Dr. Darren Guthrie entered his room to find the crime scene of the murder of Mrs. Dodson. After seeing the evidence, he alerted authorities, who then called a team of forensic experts. The team, consisting of Grant Blanchard, Tyler Thompson, Evelyn Gonzalez, and Maury Howell, were tasked with solving the crime.
Heads up, this is about to get pretty brutal here in
Okay.
this description. I'm saying this because these details will become relevant later, but it's rough. There were 2 sets of unidentified footprints found at the scene. A bloodied butcher knife. Blood splatters were found on the walls and ceiling, suggesting the kind of force used.
On day 1, the team was able to analyze DNA found at the crime scene. They took photos and notes of the possible suspects and methods used to carry out the murder. They interviewed Dr. Guthrie and other teachers in order to establish a timeline of events through eyewitness testimony. On day 2, they obtained security footage that showed 3 more science teachers that could be involved with the case. Mr. Nelson, Mrs. Parker, and Mrs. Sandys all had suspicious behaviors during the time of Mrs. Dodson's murder. After viewing the tapes, they attempted to question their suspects into giving up evidence, but to no avail.
At this point, the entire town is a suspect. You would imagine they're all closely knit and friends.
Well, I don't think they're great friends.
Well, obviously, because someone murdered the
That's
other.
right.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I'm getting at.
some of them must be friends.
Yeah.
Others would like to plunge knives into each other.
If I can imagine any of my friends murdering me.
I could imagine one friend of yours murdering you.
Is it you?
No.
On day 3, the team was unable to make progress. The evidence left behind did not seem to add up. They found themselves going back and forth between teachers trying to decipher this bizarre puzzle. Unfortunately, most of the questions they asked were faced with alibis and well-thought-out stories. Luckily, on day 4, the group was able to gather emails between the teachers through a search warrant. After Mr. Nelson was caught lying about his whereabouts on that day, the team uncovered coded messages within the emails. Grant was able to decipher this as a book number in the library. Upon checking, they found a locker number and combination. They followed the clue and found the body of Mrs. Dodson. Viewer discretion is advised.
They have to put this thing to rest and probably, right the wrongs, bring people to justice. I guess that's technically their job.
On day 5, a breakthrough in the case was found. Using their search warrants, the group was able to find a gun in Mr. Nelson's room. After questioning Mrs. Sandys about this weapon, a confession was given. She describes that Mrs. Parker blackmailed her into murdering Mrs. Dodson. Mrs. Parker's husband was having an affair with her, and Parker wanted revenge.
Now, aside from the fact that obviously he's not a great guy for cheating on his wife.
Yeah.
Parker poisoned Sandys and told her Dodson had the cure, but she would have to kill her. Sandys went through with the murder, and Nelson, being her cousin, helped dispose of the body in an attempt to keep her safe. When the group tried to arrest Parker, she had fled the town. Luckily, the other 2 suspects were apprehended and arrested. They will go before a court to see how much time they will receive.
Crazy story.
That's wild!
If you're putting your money on a theory, what are you going with here?
I'm gonna have to go with suicide.
I'm gonna have to go with murder. I really do think he was murdered.
Oh wait, yeah, I'll go with murder. I changed my mind.
Well, that was quick. You turned the corner pretty
I
fast.
forgot she confessed. It feels right.
It's either them or the would-be wife who's just,
Yeah.
let's see if this gun works.
Or it could also be suicide. Could be any of them.
So, okay.